Right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises and all glory to
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Kakwadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the sincere Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai's sake.
We're the brothers from GMS Miami. I'm Brother Samak.
I'm your brother Zakaria.
Yeah, today we're going to go into this so-called holiday, Christopher Columbus. Every year these Edomites, they celebrate this devil. They have a parade which got canceled. All right, the parade got canceled. The Wadi Habashim El Shai. Yeah, because every year they throw a parade in Manhattan for Christopher Columbus Day. All right, which basically it's them boasting in the conquering of the tribes. That's why they celebrate it, and that's why Donald Trump, he made a proclamation, all right, to have the flags up on this day, and that all the states should be honoring this day. Okay, and he's attacking what he calls the left, the liberals, for going against this day, because the truth is out regarding who this devil was. All right, he enslaved, tortured, all right, raped, okay, literally, all right, the Northern Kingdom, all right, and all I had to do was type into AI, Google AI, what crimes did Christopher Columbus commit, and it gave me a whole bunch of information, and we'll read it out. But hey, the things that this devil committed, all right, and the people that honor it and use it to boast, okay, in their pride and their pomp, they're going to be judged. And that's mainly you Edomites, you so-called white people, all right, because you celebrate this day, you honor this day, you defend this day, so you're going to be judged, man, because this devil was wicked towards our people, all right. This devil came over here, all right, enforced unrighteous decrees, all right, once again enslaved the children of Israel, tormented the children of Israel. So you devils got to pay for this.
That's right.
All right, but you can get the first scripture.
Yep, Isaiah 47.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shai is coming back, and he calls Jesus to judge you devils for what you did.
Yep. This book Isaiah chapter 47 in verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
Right, and the dust represents confusion, all right, and that's why you see the condition, all right, of these people, all right, here in Babylon the Great and abroad, all right, but mainly here in Babylon the Great. The Lord is, okay, basically setting themselves up against each other. They don't know, who to trust. They're constantly confused. And this is the Lord doing it because he's bringing this place down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Isaiah 47 verse 1 says, Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees.
Right. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, because ultimately this place is going to be destroyed. Okay. All right. Your rulership is about to be taken away. Okay. So this is the Lord basically telling you to get ready, all right, for your demise. You got it?
It says, O daughter of Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
And this is talking about America, all right? Isaiah 47, 1 and 2 is clearly talking about America.
Yep.
All right? Because America's sitting on a high horse, acting like they can't be touched, while the whole world's literally in chaos. These people here in America are thinking that, shit is sweet, like a woman. You look at the average woman in America. That's the state of America, man.
That's right.
They think everything is joy and mirth, and they're just thinking about the next holiday, and the partying and the BSing,
Verse 2 it says, Isaiah 47 verse 2, it says, "Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy lots, make bare the lead, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers."
Right. This is basically talking about the revealing. All right. America's being, all right, revealed as being a wicked, all right, kingdom, all right, pushes forth wicked ideology like Christopher Columbus, okay, you know, making this a proclamation. Donald Trump did that. He made it a proclamation, all right, to exalt this madman. This man was a monster.
Yeah.
All right. And there's no you can't cover up this history. It is a fact. What this devil did was extremely oppressive, and it was what's it called? There's another word I want to it'll come to my mind, but he was a monster for lack of better words, man. Yeah. He was an evil man.
Demon. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna read this in the NLT. Mm-hmm. Isaiah 47 verse 2. It says, "Take heavy millstones and grind flour. Remove your veil and strip off your robe. Expose yourself to public view." And America is being exposed to public view. The world is seeing how America was so-called the greatest country in America, but how was this place built upon, man? Mm-hmm. All right, the rape and murder and slaughter of the Israelites, man. That's why scriptures talk about shameful spewing shall be on your glory, man.
Yeah, I'll get that.
With the Habakkuk.
Yep, I'll get that.
You know, people, the whole earth is seeing that this place is a piece of shit, basically, man. How it was founded, man.
Mm-hmm. You know? This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor. No, excuse me. Verse 16. All right. This book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yeah, you being uncovered, just how it says in this, let thy nakedness be seen. Mm-hmm. And that's how you being uncovered by Yahweh Shemashai, using the prophets. You know, started with our apostles, the elders, great millstone.
Mm-hmm. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Yeah, so shameful spewing is going to be on your glory, and that cup is going to be turned unto you. Just how we drunk the cup of trembling and slavery and being at the bottom, you got to drink of that, man.
Right.
You Edomites.
So, we might as well get into your crime, what Christopher Columbus did. You know, read some of this. Yeah. Christopher Columbus and his men committed a number. I just typed in, once again, Google AI, what crimes did Christopher Columbus commit? Christopher Columbus, also his name is not Christopher Columbus, it's actually Cristobal Colon, all right, and he was a crypto JJ, all right, okay, he was an Amalekite, all right,
and he knew about the scriptures. That's why he came over here.
Exactly, all right, and he was working, all right, and you got to really do some research though. He was working on behalf of the Knights Templars, the secret societies, okay. That's why when you look at the Nina Pitta Sataria, all these drawings, you see the red cross on the flagships, all right, because that's a secret societies. They're talking to each other. Yeah. Like we know that the secret societies were behind, all right, that basically funded Cristobal Colon to do what he had to do, to come over here to get the Israelites, because they knew the Israelites were over here.
That's right.
That's something they'll never teach you in universities or the public schools, man. That's why they brought a Hebrew translator, Luis del Torres.
Yep.
Okay, this is all facts, man. Look it up. The secret societies have been behind the scenes, all right, trying to back then building this New World Order. That's what the whole what was the whole Illuminati thing. That's why you Jakes, man, that you know about these conspiracy theories and stuff. All right, the Lord's gonna put y'all through a gauntlet, right. Because what was the whole reasoning about the Illuminati and these secret societies? What was their whole goal? To get their New World Order, to destroy monarchies and set up, okay, a communist fascist, okay, order by a group of oligarchies to tell the masses what they can and cannot do. All right, and it's gonna come. They want people to get chipped.
That's right.
That's been in their plan from the beginning, since the Renaissance was started. Okay, that they wanted to establish a NWO, and it was here. The headquarters will be in Babylon, the Great America. But let's continue on. Christopher Columbus and his men committed a number of crimes during their voyages, including enslavement, sexual slavery. Yep. I remember the 9-year-old that he had his men have their way with her. Yeah. Brutality and murder against indigenous people, enslavement. Columbus and his men captured and enslaved many indigenous people from the Caribbean islands. Some were forced to work in mines or on plantations, while others were sent to Spain to be sold.
Yeah, if I may say, Trump made a proclamation to honor this day, and look at his history. What type of person is Trump?
Yeah, he's the devil. He's a good devil though.
Yeah.
All right, we glad that he's in office, man. Nero Trump. Okay.
47.
Yep, 47. Forced labor in Hispaniola, present-day Haiti and Dominican Republic. Columbus, or Cristobal Colon, implemented a tribute system where indigenous people aged 14 and older were forced to collect a certain amount of gold every 3 months. If they failed, their hands were cut off. That's this. This is we don't even usually this would be hard to find.
Yeah.
You have to go through books.
Yep.
You have to search through the internet, the World Wide Web. Now it's at your fingertips. This is how you know we're close to the end.
Yep. Knowledge shall increase.
Yep. Mass murder to prevent rebellions. Columbus and his men brutally killed many indigenous people with reports of bodies being paraded through the streets. Yeah. This is a man that you're going to celebrate every year? This is why America's got to go, man. You people are shameless. All right? You have no shame, man. Okay? All right? You have no, like, what's it called? Respect. All right? No respect, man, for other people's, all right, and what they went through, you know? All right, but we're all, you know, supposed to be kumbaya and shit. It's bullshit. Sexual slavery. Columbus and his crew kidnapped indigenous girls, some as young as 8. Excuse me.
8.
I thought it was 9. I read one article said 9. 8.
8 years old.
And forced them into sexual slavery.
Yeah, but y'all talking about weed grapists.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah. This is who Trump is boasting about. Parading, you know, proclamation. Everybody needs to celebrate this man, honor this man, talk about this man. And this is the stuff that, all right, he did.
Yeah.
Violence against Spanish settlers, brutal punishment. Columbus was also known for his harsh treatment of Spanish colonists. As governor, he ordered severe punishments such as public whippings for actions like trading gold for food. Oh wow! So he even was brutal to his own people.
Yeah. To
the Spanish settlers. Mutilation. He reportedly ordered a woman's tongue to be cut out for speaking ill of him. Sounds like Donald Trump, right? Yeah. Donald Trump doesn't want nobody to talk bad about him. Yep. All right. Accountability and historical context. Arrest and dismissal. Following reports of his brutality and mismanagement, Columbus was arrested and sent back to Spain in chains by the Spanish crown in 1500. He was stripped of his governorship. So there you go. Okay, this is not a guy to be celebrated.
Yeah.
And America still celebrates him. He was stripped, okay, of his governorship. He went to prison, okay, condemned by contemporaries. Even in his own lifetime, Columbus was seen as evil by some of his contemporaries. A priest named Bartolomeo de las Casas documented the atrocities he witnessed, writing, "I saw here cruelty on a scale no living being has ever seen or expects to see." Let's continue Isaiah 47. Yep. This is why the Lord is coming back to judge. Because, hey, these crimes need to be answered for. This is why when the scriptures talk about, if you want to get it, making inquisition. Yeah. In was it Second Esdras. All right. Hey, the Lord is making inquisition on you devils for what you've done. Okay.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Book of Second Esdras chapter 6 in verse, I'll start at verse 18. Second Esdras chapter 6 in verse 18, it says, "And it said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth."
Mm-hmm.
Verse 19, "And will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness."
Boom.
Yep.
See that? So Yahushua is coming, all right? He has a bone to pick with you devils, man. All right? You Edomites here in America, okay, thinking that you could just do whatever the hell you want, celebrate all these wicked holidays in honor of your wickedness. You think that's going to continue to last forever? Hell nah, man. All right? And that's why you see nothing but the chariot signings, more and more. Because the Lord is letting us, the prophets, know, hey, I'm coming.
That's right.
I'm coming to judge these devils. All right, just hang on.
That's right.
All right, they will pay, because it gets you upset. You're like, damn, you still gonna push? This is 2025. We live in the age of information. Like, you would think not like these devils are like, yo, let's cover this up. Let's not even do this shit anymore, man. Right. You know, it's evident. Nah. You know, and it's these JJs who back Trump, who push Trump to do that. Nah, we're gonna boast. All right, because they know, because the JJs know that Christopher Columbus or Cristobal Colon is one of them, a cryptic JJ.
Yep.
Okay, they know that's their brother. Okay, the ancestor.
Yep. I finished. Second Ezra 6 and verse 19 says,
Mm-hmm.
and will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness,
Mm-hmm.
and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. You know, as it says in Lamentation 4:21, our captivity is almost accomplished, man. Now the Lord's gonna visit you for what you did, man.
That's right.
The payback's coming, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do nothing about it.
Nope.
So I go back to Isaiah 47.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 47 verse 3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right. The Lord said he will take vengeance and will not meet thee as a man. He's coming in a big spaceship. All right. Read Revelation chapter 6, verse 2. Yep. Read Revelation chapter 19, starting at the 10th verse on down.
Yep.
All right. Read Isaiah chapter 63.
Yep.
Okay. This is judgment for you Edomites.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay for this, man. All right. And what today, you were going to go out and celebrate Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
All right. People were going to go out there in the rain. If they didn't cancel it, you know, they were going to go out there to Manhattan and go to that wicked parade, man.
Yep.
All right. And that's why Thwadi Abashimashai, he said, cancel that shit.
Yep.
It's at the point like, come on, man.
Yep.
That's why the Lord sent this storm around this time to stop you from celebrating that bullshit.
Yep. Just how the Lord about to cancel Babylon, which is America. It's Amos chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, Amos chapter 1 verse 11, it says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashimashai, for 3 transgression of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. So the Lord's he's gonna judge you. He's not gonna turn away the punishment that he allotted for you devils, man. Started with you small hatters, man. Because y'all are Amalekites. Y'all are not from the tribe of Judah. Y'all are Amalekites. Y'all are Edomites. Man.
Yeah. You're the root of the problem.
Yeah.
Because you have the money. All right.
Yep.
You know, you try to use the media to get these regular Edomites, these regular so-called white people to come against each other, but that's not working. A lot of them are seeing through this shit.
Yep.
They know it's you devils. All right, and that's all set up. Civil war, man. A lot of you Amalekites, man. You know these regular Edomites, they're gunning for your head because they're pissed off that they didn't get part of the pie. Mm-hmm. You know, you took everything and you left them with scraps. You got Edomites now asked out, and that's on their judgment. You know, we have no sympathy for broke Edomites.
Yeah.
All right, because when Jake was going through the hell, all right, in this country, you looked down upon Jake. You said, "Oh, why don't you work harder? You know, stop complaining. You know, what's that bootstrap? They always say that whole strap up your bootstraps. You know, like that stupid saying, man. I don't even want to hear that shit anymore. Because I forget it because it's like it's stupid. It's the most dumbest rebuttal ever. Point is that you're gonna pay, you JJs. The Lord's coming for y'all. All right. Right now the Lord's setting it up that people are questioning y'all, but ultimately it's gonna be full of blown war on y'all. All right. The scriptures say the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. That's in Exodus. All right, that's when we left Egypt because you were the first of the nation to come against us. All right, so you got to pay for that. You got to pay for this. Who funded? Who helped fund the transatlantic slave trade?
Yep, small hatters.
You small hatters. You're the ones that had all the money. You were the bankers, and this is all coming out.
Dutch East Indian Company or something like that.
Yeah.
But that bootstrap idiom, they call it idiom.
Yeah.
Says to pull oneself up by one's bootstrap.
Yeah. They say that shit all the time. Pull yourself up by your bootstrap. Stop complaining, man. Bro. Yeah. Okay. And the Lord's getting y'all devils, man. Yep. You got it.
This is Amos 1 and verse 11. It says, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgression of Edom, and for 4, I would not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever, man. And this devil, he kept chasing us. All right, came down, a conquistadors came to the Americas, slaughtered our people, came to the islands where the Northern Kingdom was at. Then he went over to the west coast of Africa to get the Southern Kingdom. All right, you didn't cast off no pity, and you still doing this to this day.
Yep.
With your laws, like the paper is instead of physical yokes, it's paper yokes. These contracts, man, which you can't get out of.
Nope. We're slaves here, man.
Yep.
That's why when it's in Revelation 18, where it says souls of men, the slaves and souls of men, just roughly paraphrasing it, it's America. We are slaves here. All right? You got these idiots saying, oh, why don't you just leave the country if you don't like it? And go where?
Yeah.
Okay? The moment we apply to go, see, this is why, man, I can't wait till the YouTube gets taken down, all this, because these idiots, man, these prideful Americans, all right, your mouths need to be shut. I look into things. I was looking into that. If I wanted to denounce my citizenship, what do I got to do?
Hey.
You got to pay the IRS to do a background check on your ass to see if you owe any money to America. Okay? That's a couple of grand. Yeah. All right? And then they want to ask you, why do you want to denounce your citizenship? Why do you want to leave? Okay?
Yeah.
And then you go to the country of that you want to go to, all right? And then now they're looking at you. Why don't we just clip him? He could be an enemy combatant. Yeah. All right? Because now you fall under the hands of America's foreign policy.
Yep.
Have you not seen America's foreign policy? America is drone striking, all right, killing people left and right that they don't like.
Yep.
All right? No, that whole stupid shit, oh, why don't you just leave? That's a stupid cop-out, all right, from you dumbass Americans. And I can't wait till the TV, the media gets shut down, the internet, all y'all podcasters, you got your mouths get shut, man.
Yep. And I'll read it again in verse 12. This Amos 1 and verse 11 says, but thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity.
Yep.
And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Verse 12. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Bajra. So this is symbolic of how the Lord's going to destroy America, man. This is a precept, or if you can understand, Bajra is America talking about how the Lord's going to send fire upon this place. 200 million nuclear warheads, man.
And he's coming himself.
That's right.
To light this place up with fire, because I got a precept for that. Who Basra is, right? Check this out. And the precept of who Basra is, all right, who's this pertaining to, and this is clearly talking about a future prophecy. Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 22. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle. It's talking about Yahushai, and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. This is clearly talking about Yahushai, who what he calls Jesus, coming to judge.
Chariot.
Okay, in them chariots and so-called UFOs. All right? And it's as we'll finish up Isaiah 47, and we'll close out with that.
Isaiah 47, I'll read verse 3 again. Isaiah 47 verse 3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. That's why the Lord said of the internet, to expose you devils, man. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Verse 4, it says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. So the Lord's going to redeem the elect of Israel.
Right, if you go to that word Redeemer, Baba Kusha, it should say kinsman. That's talking about Yahushai. Kinsman, Redeemer. Go to that. Right? Redeemer. Yeah, it says to redeem, act as kinsman, redeemer, avenge, revenge, ransom, do the part of a kinsman. So it's clearly talking about our Lord and Savior Yahushai coming for his people. Kinsman. What is a kinsman? Your people. Your family. Not everybody. So that's a cut to you wacky tacky plantation Christians. All right?
It's a future prophecy, and it said the Redeemer.
Redeemer,
Our people. Verse 5, Isaiah 47 verse 5 says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. So hey, the Lord's gonna bring you down, man. Verse 6, I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my inheritance.
Right. And, you know, the Lord did use you devils to jack us up, all right? You know, because of our disobedience for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. We were kicked out of our land. Well, the northern kingdom, they were the first ones to get kicked out the land.
Yep.
All right? Under the when the Assyrian Empire was ruling. All right? It was, what was it, 722 BC. All right, when the northern kingdom was finally removed by Shalmaneser, I believe the fifth. All right, and ever since then we've been out the land because we took it upon ourselves. Like, all right, we're gonna get away from the oppressive Assyrians, and we're gonna come to this new world, where you can read in 2nd Esdras 13.
Yep.
Right, and we came over here. What? Were we serving the Lord? No, we're still doing bullshit. So the Lord sent this devil, Christopher Columbus, and his wicked men, all right, to judge us, all right. But that's the point is, though, you devils, you took it to a whole other level, all right. You weren't, there's one thing when you conquer a nation and you show respect to that nation, and there's another thing when you conquer that nation and you show disrespect on all types of levels. And that's why you Edomites got to pay, because you took it to a whole other level, man.
Yep.
All right?
Yep. I got a precept for you.
Yeah.
Zechariah 1 verse 15 says, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
There you go.
So y'all went above and beyond, hanging Jake, lynching them, cutting off their rods, raping the women, putting the women back with them, raping men. Y'all are demons, man. You gotta pay for that, man. Gator bait, dogs. With the Northern Kingdom, they used the dogs. Yeah,
they would cut open the womb of the woman that had a baby, and and have the dogs tear up, the open womb where the baby came out of. All right, pestilence in the blankets.
Yeah,
smallpox. Yeah, man, y'all were cruel, man. Yeah. Y'all were cruel, and so the Lord saw all this and said, yeah, they're gonna get their judgment, and that's why the Lord raised up His prophets, all right, to remind you of your history, your wicked, sicko history, all right, because you Edomites, I like using your terms against you. You're sociopaths, all right. You are they got this thing on Netflix, Monster, the Ed Gein story. It's a bugged out, a psychopathic Edomite, ripping up women and wearing their skin, and that's who you devils are, man. Okay, and so hey, the Lord didn't forget. That's why He raised up the prophets to remind you the Lord didn't forget, and that's why He's coming, and He's not going to meet thee as a man. That's the scripture's about to say.
Yep, I read that earlier.
Oh, you did? Yeah, you did. Okay.
It was just going in.
Going in.
But the Lord's going to judge you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just read two more. I'll read what you wanted, though.
Read that part again, yeah.
Isaiah 47, verse 3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right,
that's why Yahushua is coming in the spaceship, so-called UFOs. Right, He's coming with great power and glory, all right? And you devils ain't going to be able to stop Him, all right? He's coming, all right, to judge y'all for everything you have done. Right, to His people and to the earth too. But you got it.
Isaiah 47 in verse 6 says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient thou hast very, very heavily laid thy yoke. People like 70 years old, they still got to fucking work in this society. People, it was so bad, like, when Northern Kingdom was dying at a young age, man. All right, and y'all still putting hell on Jake, man, the tribes, man.
Yep. To this very day.
Yeah, Jake like 60, 68, 65, washing fucking dishes, washing the floor at the fucking kitchen, man.
Yep.
That's a laborious job, man. It says verse 7 says, thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it, because you didn't think about the consequences. But now the consequences is what you're gonna be destroyed, because the Bible has it all written out, man.
Yep.
You know, that was it. It's more, but that was it.
The scriptures say, "Woe to the bloody city."
Yep.
You know, in Habakkuk. You can end off on that one.
Let's get that.
2. I think it's still in 2, but it's
Nahum.
And Nahum.
Okay. Oh yeah. Go to build a city by blood. Okay,
Build a city by blood. Yeah.
Yeah. This is Habakkuk chapter 2
Mm-hmm.
and verse 12. It says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood,
Mm-hmm.
and establish a city by iniquity."
There you go. You see that?
Yep.
You see that? Okay. Read that one more time.
Yeah, and I'm reading NLT too.
Mm-hmm.
Habakkuk 2 and verse 12 says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood,
Mm-hmm.
and establish a city by iniquity."
The history of this place, what they call the so-called New World, all right, was built by blood and iniquity.
Yep.
All right, this place was extremely, extremely, all right, set up in wickedness, all right, and evil, okay, and then using the tribes to, all right, after you don't conquer them, to build this satanic place up.
Yeah,
this is all satanic, man. Okay, you see it. We were in the city.
yeah.
There's a lot of satanic symbolism. Okay,
Yeah.
the way it's built. All right, secret societies built this place, man.
There's churches all over downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm reading NLT. Habakkuk 2 verse 12 NLT. It says, "What sorrow awaits you who build cities with money gained through murder and corruption." And this place was built, by murder and corruption, man. All right, it says, "Who build cities with money gained." And how did y'all get rich? Through the murder and rape of our people, man. They call Puerto Rico a rich port. What did they do with the riches of that? They took it. They stole it, man.
Yep.
The riches of America, they stole it, man.
Mm-hmm.
They did a thing called the gold rush over in the West Coast. That's why the 49ers called the 49ers.
Yep.
And the Denver Nuggets was that gold nuggets, man.
Yep.
They got rich. They raped this land, man.
Right. And with what? Free labor.
Free labor, yeah.
All right. Free labor. I mean, come on, man.
Imagine what was over here before.
Yeah. But this is why the Lord's not is not going to meet you as a man. He's coming to judge, man. So y'all can, think about this day and drink, and you can't celebrate it. The Lord canceled you. Canceled you.
Yep.
Canceled your ass. But
cancel
culture, right? But the Lord's gonna get y'all, man. So live it up. Rejoice, be glad, live it up. But eventually, the days of celebrating this stupid holiday and the rest of these dumbass holidays are coming to an end.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So you got to say. So with that, we want to give all praises and all glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakodash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life
For Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai's sake.
Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostle elders. For the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. When you pray your head cover. Shalom.
Shalom. Buddy.